Stealth isn't what you think. In fact, it's breaking me. When you're stealth, you live in this weird middle ground. With men, I can't fully connect because there's this unspoken past connected to me that they have no idea about. And with women, I'm not really in their world anymore either. But the worst part isn't just feeling left out. It's moments where I have to remind myself that if they did know I was trans, that they might not see me the same way at all. 9 times out of 10, I feel like I'm an imposter. Because since no one knows that I'm trans, people speak so openly about queer and trans people around me. And it's in those moments, in those times, that I hear their true colors. I hear transphobia. I hear jokes. I hear opinions that quite literally make my stomach drop. And the worst part is that I have to just sit there. Sometimes I'll try to defend trans people, but not too much, because if I defend them too much, then they'll start asking questions. And that's the last thing that I want them to do. And every time I have to smile or just nod along, just enough to keep my cover, it breaks my heart. And then you add the fact that I'm brown, I'm neurodivergent, and I've always been socially awkward to a degree. And making friends feels almost impossible. I'm constantly overthinking, wondering if someone's judging me, wondering if I've said too much or the wrong thing, or made someone feel uncomfortable, or whatever the case may be, wondering if they'd still want to know me if they knew everything. And that combination makes every social interaction feel like some sort of performance. One time, I was hanging with a group of guys, and the topic turned to trans athletes. They started saying things like, it's just so unfair, and they'll never really be men or women. And I just sat there, pretending to scroll my phone, feeling this knot in my chest, because they were talking about me, and they had no idea. And that's when not when I realized, but when I was reminded, like I am over and over, how invisible I really am, and not in a good way. See, the thing is, a lot of trans people see stealth as the goal. But for me personally, it's a constant trade-off between safety, privacy, and connection. And some days, that trade-off doesn't feel worth it. I most certainly don't have all the answers for this. But I think it's important to say out loud. If you've ever felt like you've had to hide a huge part of yourself just to fit in, I'd love to hear your story and your experience. And if you want to hear more about the realities of stealth life, subscribe, because I've always got more to share. I'll catch you guys in the next one.